Hey, John and Mike, brew-news.com. We are yet again Mr. John's basement.
Yes, switching it up
And,
yet again.
And let's talk about your new baby that you're embracing lovingly.
Should I hold it?
Hold it
like
yes.
this? I guess so. Gee, there's a lot of carbon dioxide coming out of that. This is my keg. How about you? It's got a nice little dent here, so definitely used. It's called, it's got a draft brewer on the side and all that stuff. And there is something soda-y coming out of that, that's for sure. And we're not sure if it's ginger ale or what, but it did come with a little bit of carbon dioxide pressure in it, so we know that it holds
That's good.
pressure. That's very nice. It was very nice to pull up on that, whatever the...
Pop it, the pressure relief valve.
The pressure, let's see, I'm
PRV,
learning.
PRV.
The valve there, and a lot of CO2 came flying out of it, so that's good, but we definitely need to change some O-rings.
Yep, those rubber O-rings absorb the flavors of whatever was in there before, mostly soda. So that's what we got to change them out.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to prep this to get ready to actually put beer in it at some point in the near future. I haven't bought all the equipment yet. We're going to start small.
So we're going to be just filling it up with beer and drinking it like one big can of beer.
No, we're not going to do that, but we are going to show you how to prep it to get beer in this keg and then pressurize so that you can enjoy it out of a tap.
Change those O-rings.
Let's do that. So the first thing, Mike, right, is since you gave me these replacement parts.
Replacement kit, yep.
Right, so we have to take off this old O-ring, which seems to be very easily. You just take it off like that, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then this just goes on there?
Yep.
Alright, that seems simple enough. I'm not going to struggle on this on camera, but let's quickly go to another point in time where this is actually on there.
Okay.
Ta-da! So I guess that's on pretty snugly, but that was pretty easy. I mean, this came off pretty quickly. I guess it has a little odor, but it's better.
I usually save those big O-rings just in case someday a lid won't seat right. At least I can try an older O-ring because it's just good to have the replacement parts just in case.
Cool. That's one O-ring down. How many more to go?
17. No, we've got we have 4 more to go.
All right, let's get to it. So this is the next one. This is the post O-ring.
Yep.
And these, I guess, pick up flavors as well. They should come off, but they're on pretty tight. So we're gonna put a little cut in there, and then we're gonna put the new one right on top there. So, well, let's do that now. I'm gonna see if I can just get a nick going there, and then we'll take it off. There we go.
Great.
Okay, so of the replacement O-rings, these are the bigger of the two, or the 4 small ones, I guess. So there's 2 bigger ones and 2 small ones. So that goes on there. Now you're saying the smaller ones are somewhere
inside
here, right?
here, underneath the post.
All right, let's take this off and show it up.
All right,
loosening that thing. Okay.
So if you pull the dip tube out of the post,
this?
Yep, it'll come right off of there.
There you go.
There's the other O-ring.
How about that? And that just should slide right off, right?
Yep.
Great. Now we'll replace that. All right. Ta-da.
And then you can just seat that back in there and then put the post on rather than the other way around because it was stuck in the post. Flip it over.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you just put the post on there.
All right. Ta-da. And we'll tighten that up too.
Ta-da.
Alright, so that should be our tutorial on how to replace the O-rings to fully recondition this keg for use. My next steps will be are to do like a hot, warm soak with PBW, like all the way up, and then do the same thing with Star San to sanitize it. But you're talking about keg lube.
Yeah, so another thing that we didn't show would be, when we go to fill it with beer for the first time too, it doesn't hurt to get some keg lube or 100% silicone, food grade silicone, like jelly type of lube, to put on the big O-ring on the lid. That really helps ensure a good seal. And then some on the O-rings on the posts, that helps with the connectors coming on and off really easy. Because it is possible to pinch some of the post O-rings with the connectors, and then they can be leaky that way. So little good keg loop conditions the rubber, and it keeps everything working really nice. So
Great.
and then when you fill it to soak it, pushing down on the outpost with a screwdriver will actually relieve and let some of the sanitizer
Go
or
up
the
the
cleanser
tube.
run up the tube a bit.
Nice.
Of course, you could take them off and soak the tube. I have a really long little wire brush to feed through it too, which is
Okay.
another toy. But when you fill it, if you take that post off, you fill it, you can just drop the dip tube in there and let it soak that way. It works,
That's right.
Works
Cool.
just as good. PPW's magical stuff.
It is. So cool. Now I just have to work on some tubing, some connectors,
And then
maybe
the regulator and the tank, and
yeah.
we're getting close.
Yeah, and a tap head,
Yeah.
and a new puppy for Christmas.
Yeah.
And anyway, we'll get on to the other stuff once I figure out. Like, I still have to ask you, like the whole should we getting 3/16
Yeah.
or yeah, we'll talk about
We'll cover
it.
that. And then you need to start dreaming about what the first beer on draft's going to be.
Ah, all right, that's gonna be a tough one. So for John and Mike, brew-shoots.com. Keg on.
Cheers.
Cheers.